Breaking news. Red Bull's Helmut Marko has bluntly stated that Max Verstappen has no chance of a podium finish in Las Vegas, citing the impressive strength of Mercedes W15. Meanwhile, Verstappen has been urged to stop complaining by a former F1 driver following his latest grievances about the Las Vegas GP schedule. In other news, Mercedes boss Toto Wolff has sharply criticized Red Bull's Christian Horner for refusing to support his wife, Susie Wolff, amid an ongoing FIA investigation. Welcome to F1 Real Time. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. Max Verstappen's quest to seal his fourth consecutive Formula One World Championship in style at the Las Vegas Grand Prix faces significant obstacles, with Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko declaring there's no chance at all for the Dutchman to finish on the podium based on Thursday's practice sessions. The newly crowned champion-elect arrived in Nevada with a commanding 62-point lead over McLaren's Lando Norris, poised to clinch the title outright if he finishes ahead of the young Briton. However, Red Bull struggles with their RB20 chassis on the high-speed straights, and frigid conditions of the Las Vegas street circuit left them trailing their competitors. Thursday night's practice sessions painted a grim picture for Red Bull. Verstappen could only manage 5th in FP1 and plummeted to a shocking 17th in FP2. Mercedes emerged as the dominant force, with Lewis Hamilton topping both sessions and Norris coming tantalizingly close, just 0.011 seconds behind the 7-time world champion in the second session. The primary issue for Red Bull appeared to be their straight-line speed. Analysis revealed that the RB20 is losing up to 0.6 of a second to its rivals on the straights, attributed to a rear-wing design generating too much drag. Compounding matters, Red Bull lacks an alternative wing configuration for the weekend, leaving them unable to adapt. Verstappen expressed frustration, stating, "We've struggled a lot with making the tires work over one lap, especially tonight. It's like driving on ice at the moment." Helmut Marko didn't sugarcoat Red Bull's chances in Las Vegas, admitting that the team's current performance leaves little hope for a strong result. "With our performance today, we have no chance at all of second place, let alone first place." While Verstappen edges closer to the Drivers' Championship, Red Bull's position in the constructors' standings is precarious. The team sits third, 49 points behind McLaren, with Sergio Perez enduring a dismal run of form, failing to secure a podium finish since April. Marko acknowledged the constructors' title is likely out of reach but stressed the importance of securing Verstappen's individual accolade. "If you compare Max's points to Perez's, you understand where we are lacking. Once Max's championship is wrapped up, it will make it easier to accept missing out on the constructors' title." For Mercedes, Thursday's results marked a rare high point in a challenging 2024 campaign. The W15 excelled under the low grip, cold conditions that have historically suited the car. However, team boss Toto Wolff remains cautious, acknowledging the unpredictable nature of track evolution. "We've seen this before. We're strong when the track is dirty and conditions are cold. As the grip improves, our advantage can disappear. But tonight was a solid start, and I hope we can maintain our competitiveness." Wolff noted that the circuit's characteristics, with a mix of high-speed straights and traction-limited slow corners, play to the W15's strengths. "Spa and Silverstone were cold, and we performed well there. This track suits us for now, but let's see how it evolves." Lando Norris, a constant thorn in Red Bull's side this season, continued to showcase McLaren's resurgence. The British driver's close second-place finish in FP2 highlighted the MCL60's competitiveness, especially in conditions where Red Bull falters. As the weekend progresses, all eyes will be on whether McLaren can capitalize on Red Bull's struggles and further tighten their grip on the Constructors' Championship battle. While the Las Vegas Grand Prix promised glitz and glamour, Red Bull's icy reception on Thursday suggests the race could bring more drama than anticipated. Verstappen's march toward another title might be delayed, and Mercedes, along with McLaren, appear ready to seize the opportunity. As Marko put it, "Let's wait and see how things evolve tomorrow. The more grip there is, the order might change again." For now, however, Red Bull is firmly on the back foot in Sin City. Meanwhile, as Formula One gears up for the Las Vegas Grand Prix, the spotlight is not only on the track but also on Max Verstappen's outspoken comments about the season's grueling schedule. With the Dutchman on the cusp of securing his fourth consecutive world championship, his remarks about the logistical challenges have sparked controversy, drawing a sharp rebuke from former F1 driver Guido van der Garde. The Las Vegas Grand Prix marks the beginning of F1's triple-header finale, with Qatar and Abu Dhabi rounding out the season. While Verstappen holds a commanding 62-point lead over Lando Norris and could clinch the title in Nevada, he has criticized the scheduling, citing concerns about driver health. The problem for me is mainly the time difference between Vegas and Qatar. If we do triple headers, we have to make sure that they are a bit closer together. That would make more sense to me. At the end of the season, you are simply tired and you can easily catch a flu. The long flight does not help with that. The 11-hour time difference between Las Vegas and Qatar has raised logistical challenges for teams and drivers alike, but Verstappen's focus on the personal toll has not resonated with everyone. Former Caterham F1 driver Guido van der Garde was quick to dismiss Verstappen's concerns, suggesting that the mechanics and team staff bear the brunt of the logistical strain. "It doesn't matter," van der Garde said. "If you're immediately world champion, you're not interested. You're going to sleep for 18 hours on the plane. Come on, man. You can just whine about it. It's so cool to race in Las Vegas. It's more a tough one for the mechanics, who really go into the last weekend with bags under their eyes." Van der Garde's remarks reflect a sentiment shared by some within the F1 community. While drivers face significant pressure, the unsung heroes working behind the scenes often endure even greater hardships during such demanding schedules. Despite the off-track debate, Verstappen remains laser-focused on the task at hand. A 60-point lead after Sunday's race would see him crowned a four-time world champion, but recent performances have tempered his confidence. Asked how assured he feels about securing the title in Las Vegas, Verstappen was pragmatic. "At the moment, it's difficult to tell, because if you look at the last few races in the dry, we didn't have the pace. So it's not that because we won in the rain in Brazil, suddenly everything is fixed and everything is looking great. Of course, it gave me a good position in the championship. But I also have to be realistic that, we're still not the quickest. But yeah, I hope that we can be competitive here." The Las Vegas Grand Prix, making its much-anticipated debut, promises a spectacle like no other with its dazzling backdrop and unique challenges. Yet the compressed schedule has added layers of complexity, with teams scrambling to adapt to the time zones and prepare for Qatar's vastly different conditions immediately after. Meanwhile, Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has revealed new details about the 2023 FIA investigation that embroiled both him and his wife, Susie Wolff, suggesting that Red Bull's Christian Horner was initially reluctant to join the other F1 team principals in a show of support. The investigation, launched over allegations of a potential conflict of interest, accused Susie Wolff of sharing sensitive information with her husband. As the managing director of the F1 Academy, Mrs. Wolff was alleged to have overstepped her role, but the claims were swiftly dismissed as baseless. Despite the investigation's abrupt conclusion, it left a lasting mark on the Wolff family, prompting an outpouring of solidarity from the F1 paddock save for Horner's initial hesitation. Speaking to media, Toto Wolff recalled the ordeal, expressing gratitude for the collective support but pointing out Horner's delay in endorsing the unified statement. "I can take lots of shit. I'm used to it. But if your wife is being dragged into a conflict she has nothing to do with and her reputation is immaculate, that's where the fun stops." The response was great. "I didn't make a single phone call to any team." Fred Vassar, Ferrari boss, took it into his hands and said, "This is just so unfair. From Gunther Steiner to James Vowles, everybody jumped onto this. They were all ready, but for Christian, to sign a document in our support. As far as I understand it," he said, "I'm having my own Sky interview and I'm going to say I'm not part of it. I'm not signing the document." The other 9 teams said, "Fine," but obviously he was advised that wouldn't look great and he should be part of the statement. Wolff went on to detail Horner's efforts to modify the wording of the statement before ultimately signing it, a move that delayed the united front the paddock sought to present.